YouTube, what's going on, bro? How you guys doing, man? It's your boy Sebastian, aka Seb Waddles, aka Seb Conscious, back with another video, man. I hope that you guys are having a good day. I hope this video finds you guys at a good spot in your day. As always, on this channel, I like to talk about my experience here in this crazy place that we live in, the Devil's Playground. You know, all this demonic BS going down around here, bro. And then I like to talk about how we can rise from spiritual death, putting down the bad habits, the toxic behavior, getting on a journey of self-development and self-love. That's what we do here, guys. Much love, man. I want to make a video to talk to the chosen ones. All right, it's something that I've realized, man. Something that happens along the isolation period. You know, something that ends up happening. You know, to a lot of people, man, a lot of chosen ones, and they don't really connect the dots. I want to try to connect the dots for you guys here, but this one is going to be called Why God Has Separated You from Your Family, or maybe your hometown, or you know, the place that you grew up, but more so, you know, your family, your loved ones, and people like that. You know, you get separated from them for a period of time. And I want to talk about why this ends up happening. You know, for me, I ended up you guys, I'm from Milwaukee, all right? I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Grew up in Wisconsin my whole life, and I ended up moving out west to Arizona, you know, for a change in my life. And at first, it didn't really make sense to me. At first, I started missing my family, you know, quite a bit, and I still miss my family. But lately, it's all been kind of clicking for me as to why I ended up here. You know, I don't have any family around me, guys. It's just me. And you know, I've made friends and stuff like that. You know, God always provides, you know, some like-minded brothers and some people around, and people that you can get along with and hang out with. But for the most part, bro, solo dolo, man. You know, I'm out here just me and God, and I'm learning a lot about myself, guys. So I want to talk about why God separates us as chosen ones. You know, separates us from our families, separates us from our hometown, and gives us a new location to live, you know, quite literally, during this isolation period. All right, guys? So you're literally going to be moving, you know, if you catch yourself moving to a new state or a new city, right? Away from your home, away from your hometown. Or, you know, you could be in the same states, or maybe just a different city, or, you know, you could also just be noticing a separation, you know, from your family members, or from your close friends, or your day one homies, or people that you used to be really close with. You know, you're noticing a spiritual separation from these people. It's not like it's forever, you guys. It's just going to be for a season, right? And it's part of what we all like to talk about, that isolation period. This is part of it, you guys. This is part of the process for us chosen ones, and it's all part of God's molding process, you know, to get us into a space to where, yeah, this is basically like a sign from God to push us into our God-given purpose. You know, this is part of the process. This is part of the isolation journey, and it's for God to mold us into the people that He wants us to be. You know, and it's for us to, you know, get into that isolation period and to connect with God, and to essentially go within and figure out who we are, you know, as a person, and figure out our mission, figure out our purpose. But He quite literally removes you from, you know, your loved ones, your friends, and your family members, your hometown, and puts you in a whole new environment. All right, guys. One of the biggest reasons that I think that He does this, guys, is because it's very hard. Because think about it, you know, our transition period, and, you know, this isolation period, we come out, you know, we start as a caterpillar, and then we end up coming out that magical butterfly. You know, we change very drastically during this time period. So it's hard for people that are super close to us, you know, maybe like our family members, or our best friends, or our day one, you know, friends that we've had forever, to watch all of this going down, you know, in real time. You know what I'm saying? They end up like I don't know, like they'll end up talking crap to you, you know, because they know the old version of you, you know, before you found your calling, before you started tapping in with God, before you got saved, you know, by Jesus, before all these new habits. They knew the old version of you. So while you're over here changing, guys, they're going to be like hating on you, you know, throwing shade at you, just coming at you sideways. So I feel like God removes us from our hometown and from these people so we can kind of get into that transition period in peace. You know, it's better for us to just kind of like go away for a season and then come back as a new version of ourselves, right? You get what I'm saying, guys? So it's like, instead of being around all these people where they're going to be confused, you know, because you're not going to be doing the same stuff that you want to be, you guys. You know, you end up, you know, kind of isolated and kind of antisocial, you know, when the discernment starts to kick in and you start to, you know, really start going on that isolation period, that spiritual journey, SR journey, whatever it is, man, you start moving differently. So God removes you from certain people so you can bloom, you know, on your own, right? It's like he puts you in that cocoon, you know, where you're a caterpillar, you can turn into a butterfly, but you have to get away from maybe your family or your loved ones or your hometown or people like that so you could get to this place. You guys, it's all for a purpose, so God can mold you, so he can teach you what your mission is, and then he can mold you into the person that he wants you to be. You know, all you guys, if you're having this transition around, you know, old family members or old friends, it's just going to cause confusion. It's better for them to, you know, just process, okay, you know, such and such left for a period of time, they did some healing, they did some work, they did spiritual work, and then you pop up the new version of yourself, and you can be that new version of yourself, you know, that child of God, that chosen one, and you've stepped into your mission, you've stepped into that purpose. It's going to hit way different. You know what I'm saying? It's going to hit different. They're not going to be questioning you. They're not going to have to witness all of the stuff that happened in between, to where you're staying home, you know, often at night. You're not really being social. You're not really doing much. You're just kind of doing you. So it's better for you to just kind of go away for a season, focus on your mission, tap into your mission with God, and then pop up later. Does that make sense, guys? I feel like that's one of the main reasons why God does this. But it's all for you to figure out your purpose, and it's all for you to be molded into that person that God wants you to be. You know, once you find God, everything changes, and he wants you to change, you know, your thinking, the way you move, everything that you do. God wants you to change. So he kind of needs you to be alone for a period of time, and sometimes that means physically leaving the state, the city, wherever you're at, you know, so you can kind of be tapped in, bro, so you can get the downloads. You know, he wants you to be able to get the downloads. He doesn't want any distractions. He wants you to be able to receive these messages and these signs from him as clear as possible, you know. So he's going to physically remove you from a lot of these places and from these people so you can bloom into that butterfly, bro, so you can accept your message from God, and then you can live that message out. All right, guys, so this is all part of the isolation journey, that incubation period, you know, whatever you'd like to call it, but that's what it is, man. You know, embrace it, and man, it's a beautiful process, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully y'all learned something from this. As always, shout out to all you guys, man, chosen ones, all my people on their SR journey. Much love to all you guys, bro, as always. Hope y'all got something out of this. All right, guys, catch you later. Peace.